Hello, I'm Marvin Fant, and this month I'm interviewing Victor Nippert. Mr. Nippert, I hear you're a very good mechanic. What was your favorite type of vehicle to work on?
Plymouth Chrysler cars.
Mm-hmm.
And
About what year was that?
it started in 1932.
Wow.
That's when they first made the first Plymouth.
1932.
And I worked at the same shop and dealership for 24 years. And the only period I was away was a year while I was in the service.
What got you started in being a mechanic?
Well, I started as a grease ball, changing oil, lubricating the cars, and such. And in a short time, I was very much a mechanic before I went to work there. And it just developed. I became mechanic number one, and then eventually I took over taking care of the service department. And that went on except for the moment that I was out in the service 1 year. And so I left there about 1954 or 5. I don't remember which.
Okay.
But then another friend of mine who was in the service same time as we decided to open our own shop in Poughkeepsie, New York, and worked there. And he in our own shop, overhauling carburetors, starters, generator systems, and such. And one day he didn't come to work. He had died.
Oh.
And so I kept the business going till 1970 approximately. And at that time, do you want me to tell you all this? I don't mind. I just want to getting it all down.
Well, I will from the camera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I did have another question though. I wanted to move on to I know you like movies. So what was your favorite movie?
The fastest Indian motorcycle in the world.
And why was that? Because I know you let me see it.
Oh, well, I was quite a motorcyclist. Besides having 2 airplanes and 4 motorhomes. And a doctor who saw me in 1972, my brother and I went to get an examination to see if we could have had problems with our...
It happens.
There was a gasoline shortage in 1972, and I and my brother had gone to have our prostate checked the new way because our father had died with the operation where they cut you open all the way and take it out that way. I was okay, but when we got finished, the doctor said, Vic, I think you better sign all your papers and get straightened up. And I said, well, why? And he said, I don't know. He said, you're fine, but there's something odd and I don't know what it is. So with that, I was satisfied that my prostate was okay at the time. And I went home to my wife and I said, honey, we're selling everything and we're going to travel to the United States. So we sold our the business, 2 homes, and my airplane. And so we traveled the United States and crossed it 4 times with motorhomes. And wound up here, finding this place, and we moved to here. We had sold everything in '72.
Okay, my next question. Tell me a little bit about your family.
I was married in 1930s. Wait a minute. 1936, I was married.
Mm-hmm.
And I was working at the business of the automotive business.
Well, do you have any brothers or sisters?
Oh, okay. Yes, I have 2 brothers. One is 3 years younger than me. He's 93 now, and I'm 96, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And the younger one is 10 years younger. And no sisters.
No sisters. Do you have any children?
I had a pair of twins.
Mm-hmm.
And a single boy who is now 75. With the twins, the little girl died of normal things in her body. The boy was 6 years old when he was running home from school, ran in front of a car and was killed. So my mother and father had another son that was 1 year older than, 1 year younger than my son, so he's my son's uncle.
Oh, okay.
So
Now,
that's the children. Now, I have been married twice, as I said, and the last marriage was 64 years.
wow. Wow.
And she passed away here.
Mm-hmm. 64 years. Mm.
And that was the most wonderful time of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We traveled around the country. I haven't worked for a person since I quit working in 1972 when the man said I should sign my papers. I just gathered everything together, and I played a little bit with the money to raise it up enough so I've been quite independent ever since.
Well, my next question is there anything you would do over if you had the chance?
No, I don't think so, other than my very early marriage, which was very poor. The lady I married was a street girl, and I didn't know it.
Mm-hmm.
And when I came home from the service, at 3 o'clock in the morning, I opened the door, and there was another man inside the house, and that was the end of the marriage. Mm-hmm. And I got remarried, and boy, it's tough for me to remember.
Oh, that's okay. That's all right.
I'm stuck for the for the day,
Mm-hmm.
or the year rather.
Okay, I got one more question for you then. This is the last one. Tell me what you like about living here at North Point.
Well, it's easy to live here. You're not pressured in any way.
Mm-hmm.
You're pretty much independent, and everyone smiles and laughs and pat you on the back and help you if you're stumbling or anything at all.
Mm-hmm.
There's always someone to help you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I can't think of another way of wasting the rest of your life